Hello, my name is Zombie Zero. Welcome back to the XCOM Files. This is session number 40. In the previous session, we survived a gauntlet of Syndicate missions that are related to the Syndicate. Well, related to us stopping some of their objectives, and we survived. Especially the assassination attempt. That was fun. Almost the end of the month. Have a number of things that are being built and a number of other things that a number of plot devices that we're researching, including I think it's in Carosgate, the Council Commissioner, because once we research all the plot devices that the Syndicate were focused on, I think that stops them being upset at us. Also, between sessions, I was thinking on a number of plot devices I may want to release, and I think I will release some of those. Also, hey Ark, enjoy your lurk, and also Sudsy's first. Sudsy's first, I would ping Legend, but Legend is probably sleeping for the night, which is fine because I did start a little bit late today. That's probably close to getting done. Keep 8 on that. I can slowball the chem pistol a little bit because we are not going to do the Lotus HQ just yet. We'll put one on entertainment just to hold the line, but I'm gonna get back to focusing on alien entertainment because that is what gets us our SciAmp. I can just hold the fort for now because I need to get this plot stuff done, because if I don't, it won't activate till the following month. I think I only have like 3 or 4 days to actually do so, which yeah, well, what I can. That'll get done that'll get done pretty fast. That should get done hopefully within time. And those guys are working on the Deep One Outpost. If that doesn't get done in time, then it's fine. There's still stuff we can do with the underwater missions. But one thing I did learn between sessions, can I show it off at the purchase? Yeah, I can show it off in the purchase menu. Is the Thrasher also does have titanium shells, and yeah, they do damage 29 by 12. So yeah, before the month rolls over, I'm gonna buy those. Also should filter stuff out. I'm never gonna use the auto shoddy. Might as well do this now and hide what I'm probably never gonna use realistically. Except for vehicles, because vehicles are situational. We can buy jumpsuits, by the way, as well as gas grenades. Sort of glossed over that fact, but we are able to purchase these instead of making them, which is because we know about the Syndicate being upset. Oh, and also knockout grenades, but they're a little bit expensive, but it beats us having to manufacture them, which takes some time, so I will actually buy some because we definitely have a lot of cash to work with. Oh, I can also buy the giant axe as well. Just clean this up a little bit. I also need to also just trim inventory a little bit, so we're doing this on screen because sort of need to. I sort of can't keep stalling on. I can't keep stalling on not doing this stuff. I'm not gonna use the smart rifle or the assault rifle because they're choices, but I feel like the smart rifle is like a better assault rifle, which I don't need that sort of capacity in our armory. Don't care about the sawed off. Don't care about the light cannon bullets. I really care about the heavy cannon either. Or scenery for the autocannon. Don't care about flash or smoke for the MGL. Don't care about smoke for the tac launcher. Oh, I should run in the pepper spray. Plenty of stims. You can actually sell back to medical base because they're pretty much don't have a purpose for us. Med items. Don't care about the sprays, the base can go. The meta packs are still relevant, but I'll trim those down a little bit more. Trim these down a little bit more. Without a power source. Oh yeah, I'll just send a captain to research as well, but I'll transfer that guy over. But the at corpses I can't do anything with. Same with sectoids. I'll keep the cudgels. I'm gonna sell the to realize that was a strong item. But I don't want this. I don't want the saves. Drop that down. Usable sub rifles not. Yeah, put the canister good on my list of things because we can actually use these. We just have to research the ammunition and the clip. I think that'll do. What I also want to do is I do want to build a second workshop. I eventually do want to have a dedicated manufacturing base, but I'm not going to do that currently. Mostly so I can have space to put automated turrets in case HQ ever gets invaded, but we'll just hope that never happens. I gotta manufacture. What am I doing? Chopping zombies up. You have a claim. All right. think we're caught up. And I know what we have to do next because yeah, that heist happened. What? Wait till daytime is a question. Council's giving us another one of their agents. Yeah, level 4 spy, nice. Or my forces do this at night, which would also suck. Probably not. The people that are on the last mission can go on this one. So let's go stop another heist. Those guys have finished chopping those guys up. Get these claimed soldiers out of the way. The spy can have potential because he's a max level acquisition. But anyway, heist first. Cyber forces have attacked a top secret military object. Stop the military filed to attack and try to protect the base personnel. I make no guarantees in that. Did I think I forgot to put the BSS ammunition. Yeah, but that's fine. 2 clip is more than enough for this. I forget how armored cyber whip. Actually, no, it's not the cyber whip. It's the turrets, and I need stuff that can deal with turrets in case I can't hit the backside of it. I'll probably do what I did last time and have a spare ammunition clip for Legends big minigun. Do I want a second smart gun? The macros should be enough to deal with the tank. I mean, deal with the automated robots. You know what? Just because we have them, I know we have the ammunition for it. Did I not? I did not load it into the okay. Alright, fine. I know Buckshot won't do much to it. Tell you what then. Did I not load any of the stuff no, I didn't. Okay, I'll improvise then. All the sniper storm roskies, you have the gifts. And some fire. So Natasha's gun, minigun, auto sniper, assault cannon, melee, and a smart gun. I have a sword. Yeah, I do. Welcome back to the fun. That is that one mission we did in the previous session. It looks like in this reality, tank access is here. That's the front door. That's the as roof. That's access to the vent. So we're not gonna have the luxury of having card cover to work around today. On the bright side, Syrup isn't really that threatening. It's just a matter of there's a lot of them and they have access to vents and other sort of fun. But nothing should be in danger of actually puncturing the tank. Sounds like no rockets because I forgot to load them because I'm I had a little derp moment. Alright, let's see what happens. Can't have fun today. Can you explain us standing up? Yeah, just didn't kill, which about what I expect. I would fire at that, but I'm gonna do more harm than good, because all the militia is just chilling by the Syrup dude. What if I do it from this angle? Actually, wait, hold on. That shouldn't cause crossfire to happen. If it does, then well, it's not the worst. Nope, that's illegal apparently. There, with pinpoint precision, that particular Syrup is dead. Huzzah. So yeah, without that being cut open, they can't really do much from that particular angle, so I'm fine with that actually. Maybe I should have grabbed the rocket launcher and just fire it at the entry point for the installation. Actually, no, because I won't really open up the thing. It's not a catch-22 like last time. The only bright side is there are no minotaurs and other nasty things that can just pop up to ruin our day. That's the only actual good news. I guess while I'm waiting. Because we do have a number of throwables I can just chuck in there. Yeah, did not realize to take a path that way. Interesting. Sound like one of them, but just try to throw weight on in their pockets. There's a turn. You may actually not hit the what I think you're gonna hit if I do this. That works. Meanwhile, the Sarah was already voting, but unfortunately the mechanical stuff cannot surrender, so. And then you got one, cool. Okay, correction. Some of them are panicking, some of them are still holding on for dear life. That's not one of them, but I decided to kill him because something just have to. Okay, well that is happening. I am gonna cut a hole into the vents so that maybe that might coax some of them to leave the vents, to come out through the hole to the surface, maybe. I will support because I have Natasha's gun, which can definitely kill any mechanical turrets. Eric, hold the fort. Berserkers there and Legends there. They should be able to hold the front door in case stuff comes out. And summon through a high axe. A lot of fire. Story about life. Okay, you fanned a tank with that shot. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting you to survive the auto shot. There you go. I'm sort of curious, can I chop this? No, it's made out of unattainable. I cannot chop that in half. Understood. Watch gun. We can automated turrets. I mean, I'm fine with the whole strategy of not going in by them just panicking for feasting. I'm probably still gonna have to go in regardless, though, which I'm not really a fan of, but if I have to, I have to. Oh, it's actually coming out of the... Okay. Let's hear it out. I'm pretty sure we can deal with that before it actually hurts someone. Case point. I saw that. You're lucky I can't react to that, but I saw that. Oh, touche. I can't hate you because technically that is indeed blocking the way. That do damage? No. That thing I should probably have you hide so that nothing bad happens because you're getting panic shot at. Oh no, that's why. Oh, and that. So cannons to the face. There's probably still so many Cyber just left still on the map. Not one answers the fray. Unfortunately, that's not really priority one. And I don't see them because reasons. The tank probably is the one that saw it. Let's keep shooting a little bit. Oh, one does Roomba. And we're up to turn 20. The enemy now knows where we're at. Also, I didn't kill, surprisingly. It did. That's a turret. Yeah, I'm fine with just waiting it out until they eventually pathfind their way up here to enter the fray. surprised he survived all those shots, honestly. The problem is if those guys step out, they're gonna take shots instead of going toward the kill box, so just hold that. Oh, hi. How many things of these things are there exactly? I'll be honest, I lost track of how many of those flying Roombas there are, but there's probably still a couple turrets left. Eventually. There's one of the turrets. Can't say you didn't try. It's a good thing this isn't pirates, otherwise people probably would have lost their minds by now. There it is. Yeah, I was not gonna crawl into the vents to find turrets. Just no. Well, the entire base personnel may be dead, but we still came up on top in points. We don't... Yeah, we don't care about sabers. I have plenty of P90 ammunition. A lot of Hayaks, singular napalm. I think, I want to say that it's pretty much all the computers I need for a certain project. Yeah, that pretty much guarantees I get what I actually want from the military computer, so that's pretty good. Don't need painkillers, don't need medical bags. Don't need a metric ton of corpses. We'll keep one. We'll keep one of each in case I'm wrong on those facts, but transit is over. To be analyzed. Oh, I have those ready. Alright, bring it in. Yeah, those I also need to make. This cutting the clips only require cash. Keystone and myself, Legend, Eric, and Berserker. Ice Calculator Cerberus, Gunslinger the Thorn, Lucky the Legend, Overwatch the Eric, and Mastery the Black Ops Smart Gun to Berserker. Yeah, that's a long project actually. Well, it's gonna be on your list because that's something I do want to get done at some point. That person's been claimed. Just claim the other person. Shock Sting Rifle. This handheld weapon shoots needle-sharp spikes of biological origin. Thanks to the unique properties of the material these spikes are composed of, they can penetrate light armor, creating a tiny hole through which potent chemical agent is applied. This weapon causes severe burns deep under the victim's skin, often leading to a gruesome death. To gruesome death. Does chemical damage. It doesn't have any armor effectiveness attached to it, but that's good snap distance at least. Definitely don't want to be in the business end of that for sure. That's what I'm thinking about it. Is anyone qualified for training? Not for now. I forgot when Mumbles came back. I forgot what those guys came back from last time. I didn't really check. Yeah, Berserker needs to kill a lot of things still, and so does all the wildlife for their kung fu training. Spy has been claimed. Don't need to care about playing on someone. I can bring it along when someone can wear it, I guess. I'll probably just sell smart rifle clips because I'm not going to be using the smart rifle. Did I buy those trash around? Or I'm just waiting on them still. Probably still waiting on those clips. I'll trap those right. Yeah, those stuff comes back in those particular things come in 2 hours, okay. Well, let's say 3 and all the trip shotgun shells. Another serial kills. Yeah, we have to do those technically because that is our responsibility. Wait till the next day though. What else is important in life? Oh, what does this require anyway? Alloys and thread. Good to know. So I need to make those aquaplastic suits. What else was I trying to make that I lost track of? Oh, right, live captives. That's what I meant to click. Sure, ammo's not really on my list. Oh, this wrong base. I thought this was Area 52. What about those corpses in due time? I'm not really worried about it currently. Those agents come soon. They have a solid brand, they have good bravery, so I think they qualify for fly school. Yes, they do. Lots of fly school for you. Alright, let's go get rid of this cult. And then make those clips from Natasha's gun. Council Commissioner. Gave us a Dozier an able standard, a robotics engineer that's a free consultant. An authority in robotics, Dr. Stanford Dr. Standard made a fortune as an advisor for industrial military clients around the world. After returning from one IEEE conference, he secluded himself in his mansion lab, murmuring something about optronics, fusion batteries, and AI-controlled autonomous power armor. Status under psychological observation. Ah yes, the one dossier that will make sense in due time. Totally not a reference to a certain XCOM game. We can now research Syndicate's summary report and informal ties. Communion of Apocalypse. The only contact gangers have with their higher-ups are during special meetings. These are a mixture of a religious ritual, a business meeting, a lecture, and a military debriefing. We should be able to find someone better informed there. More future stuff. Vast underground weapon distribution. Since the Vast Corp is connected to the Black Ops, we naturally assume that it is being controlled by the same organization. However, based on our investigation into Black Ops affairs, this is not the case. Vast is not under the Syndicate's control. Nevertheless, Vast is still suspicious since their experimental personal weapons designed for use by future space forces seems to regularly appear in the hands of members of certain specific criminal groups. This regularity, combined with a low presence on the general black market, indicates that they may be distributed with manufacturers' consent. Our sources in the council are unusually vague regarding this matter, but they didn't discourage us from pursuing this lead, if you know what I mean. The Vast stuff I'm more concerned about, but we'll see where it goes. Amphibious weapons. Underwater operations could be a lot more dangerous than we expected. From the very beginning, I've been looking for a solution to the issue of providing our agents with decent long-range weapons. Recently, I've been able to establish good contacts with some representatives of Russian special forces. Thanks to our recent promotion by the council, they agreed to supply us with amphibious weapons, which proved to be very useful for combat divers. Right, so now we could have a underwater gun. I think that means officially the Syndicate is no longer as pissed, but we will at some point have to pursue the Syndicates further. Which means we can go back to poking at this entertainment for its secrets. And that chem pistol. I wish I could get that, because that leads to another doggo enhancement. These other guys. That's top of the list. Someone else just work on the ghost plots. Let's start cracking the last Dagon person. Maybe they can tell us that one thing I'm interested in. The remaining 5 can... It might be relevant actually. Tell me about the Quillbill. And I guess because we can make two NZEX to give the pilots in Area 52 to make them feel better. How long will it take for you guys to make those poor suits? A little bit too much for my blood. Make 2, have 30 of those guys working on it. The other 10 can start working on chopping stuff up. Who else needs bravery points? I mean, I would love to max it as well. I guess I could leave off. Alright, not to. That's who we need to kill. At least a couple of these guys will be able to train have some attempts at bravery training. Where are the West besides that one? It's a pup. Do these guys have guns? No, so one's in that direction, so head over there. Get pepper sprayed. First race been applied. Is there anyone in the building itself? Here's Johnny. The answer is no. Oh. They're probably in this garage, if I were to guess, or in that house. I'm sorry to the peps, but I know for sure I'm not going to be able to stun those things. That's a mercy kill, if anything. There's no other pups, just farmers. No, they are farmers. Do not fire your gun. You don't fire a gun. Or you. Yeah, that's a Westman. Wait, no. Is it a Westman? Yeah, it's a Westman. They are now a dead man, and I tagged both of those. Well. Bravery training will continue till morale improves and all that. And where's the other person? Maybe he's no, because he wouldn't. That wouldn't be the right angle for that. Oh, oops. I forgot their shotguns were not set to the stun. I mean, the shotguns were set, they weren't. The auto wasn't. The safety was not turned off. Curiosity. I really doubt the answer is yes. Maybe it's yes. Because I apply some stun to someone else by accident. Oopsie. Okay, he's the only one alive, and considering they're too far out, I'm just gonna use Dawn on the situation for this. Gut punch. Ah, they just got the bravery points. Go. Don't need best stuff. Don't need farmers because they can't tell us anything new. And Kodak is now senior agent. Cool. Suppressor the Thorn. You just see one more hit of bravery and they can actually no, they can get the bravery points now because they have not done flight school stuff, right? Okay. That person's arrived. Well, that's part of which is based upon his personnel at the other base, and that's about it. It could have had potential. Because infiltrator is just hard to get. Also, I've been slacking on throwing symbols on people. Actually, the person I want to put a symbol on is in training, so I'll tag them when they come back. One, two, three, four, 7. Those get several as well. I'm thinking about it. There, I actually can finally put people on research over there. As for what you guys are doing, do I know how to acquisition to that? It's looking for acquisition. Oh, good. So I have to buy it. Well, no. I have to know about it to acquire it. Alright. Anything else that's not acquisition? Harpoon, no. I have mats. Formal ties at some point, it's not really important just yet. Yeah, it's about to get my corpse, I guess. Deep One. Oh, I got you done before the end of the month. Cool. Deep One Outpost. Deep Ones are nomadic people without any permanent dwellings. They prefer to float around freely, carrying all their possessions with them. Since they rely on supplies from the mysterious gods, they tend to keep close to unmanned undersea communication outposts. If we find such an outpost, we should monitor for Deep One activity and intercept any groups that come nearby. Not sure if I'm ready for that sort of water mission, but it should be viable, I think. I say as I'm still trying to make the suits to begin with. I'll buy more engineers once the month rolls over. Also, considering it's 12 o'clock, I don't want to see if I can push a matter in an hour. These will get done at some point, just not this session. Their doggos are armored. Okay, we're gonna keep it up on everyone else being armored. 2 5 plates over here. Oh, I have 2. I mean, I have 3, but I'll have a spare on hand. Ghost tank. The ghost tank is a special containment unit for ectoplasm-based entities. You can hold up to 10 such beings for an indefinite amount of time. I forget. Hold on. I technically need this to be at Area 52. I mean at HQ because they have the workshop. Now I can say it's all my space being occupied with other stuff. Yeah, I'll be temporary. I can always get rid of another gem if I have it. I can get rid of another gem that's nearby. Because we're pretty much destroying the puppers and some of the agents re-recruit ourselves, so I can get rid of you. Replace this with a corridor. And that's our capacity because that's all regular agents. Shiv. It's a simple knife, just somewhat dangerous in skilled hands. It's another weapon. It's not really a choice, but it's an option. So if I can keep you guys to research. Best pistol because I have not analyzed that just yet. Right? Analyze SMG? I haven't, but I have it at HQ already. Canister gun because I can. Something that's important that I meant to throw over there that I have forgotten or keep on forgetting by accident. Give them the hard grip, I guess. A computer, I guess, because there's HQ still working on important stuff. Bass. It's pretty good to actually build. How many scientists total? Like 94 scientists total. That's a pretty good number, actually. Alright, grandma's liquidator because reasons. 11,285 score. I was thinking I would have to lean on the points the point research stuff I had on the back pocket just in case the Syndicate missions went badly, but we did those, so that was just extra funding on top of that. Still have our maintenance costs, but that will probably change very shortly. Yeah, it's a really good month. Moose has been with the program for 1.5 years, and a number of unnames have been with us for 6 months. Syndicate security captain. He's hired many of our elite security specialists. They're the brains behind the muscle of Syndicate security squads. They have a different helmet. Similar combat profile though. Yeah. That person's trained. Night Ops suit. Inspired by a combination of Exalt and Red Dawn designs, the Night Ops suit combines advanced night thermal vision modes with good camo. However, a sophisticated visor may impair reaction speeds to a small degree. If you ever wanted someone to be specialized in nighttime operations, this is your suit of choice. Gives you 12 visibility at night. You have some thermal vision. I tend to not really focus on night operations except for like super early safe houses, but if you somehow find a liquidator, you can make this. But I would still prefer the liquidator armor over night ops, but potato. Advanced SMG. An advanced SMG meant for trained specialists. It was made for use in outer space. So the best weapon. But now that it's a new map, we're gonna definitely lock in the HQ for next month. But new map means we definitely do have a lot of story stuff that is now on the menu. So I was wrong on needing this for something, so I can actually cancel that. Do I want to do the zombie stuff? Ghost stuff I need to wait on because I don't have the ghost tank built. Yeah, start working on a cancer gun. once the computer's done, I could have that be focused on this. I can put that research in the caster gun. The star stuff I'm debating on, but I figured Area 52 might as well do the research on it. Oh yeah, informal ties. They have a scientist and a technomad. Who's already being researched? Yeah, they're both being researched. Okay. Council's giving us another one of their agents. Oh yeah, it's a new month. That means I can buy more more titanium bullets for stuff. No, I loaded the ammunition into the thing. Oh, that's what I didn't do? Or the autocannon? No, because I done that in the past month already. Gave us a ranger. Cool. Another Syndicate lab. This should be relatively tame. So, send what we have. Oh, since I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, I was gonna say, since we're gonna be pissed on the mob, might as well send an interceptor. Oh, that one actually got some shots in. Oh, at least Rebel got some bravery points off that. And my barracks is almost fully healed. Rebel has not reached the cap. They're at 80. They're at 80 base bravery. 100 is a natural cap before you count combinations and such. Big SMG. Black Ops cannon. All right. That's the building. Oh, hi. I'm always amused when the tank can just open the door somehow. My inner lore is just saying it's because the tank is poking the door with its little turret, just poking the door open because it's a electric door or something like that. If we somehow capture a scientist, we do, but we know enough about the Syndicate that we don't really care about their... that we don't exactly care about their personnel except for the scientists, because they can tell us about their various creations that they sort of made from their words. We only care about the scientists because they can tell us about their own creations that they made for nefarious purposes. I say this as a scientist proceeds to try to shank the tank. You're lucky I'm feeling benevolent today. The other guys, not so much. Well, unfortunately, the other guy's a bad shot. Oh, where am I out of curiosity? Yeah, not that bad, honestly. Oh, jeez, that sounded painful. Yeah, not quite strong enough to be to ruin the trees or something like that. That's a little bit awkward, but we'll see how that pans out. I also didn't realize this was a solid wall, and I should have just chopped the glass, but yeah, should be fine. Well, luckily that was not a heavy gun. Yeah, today's going fine. A lot less tame, and I think the Syndicate's no longer pissed with us, so that's actual good news. We cycle 2 new months, so that means we are gonna try to focus on getting other stuff done, but working toward the Lotus HQ since we have access to that. Since we are getting ready for that for the next month, the following month. I really can't work today. I would say ordinarily we want you guys alive, but 1 out of 2 is fine. I guess. I already guess they're probably in this room because that tends to happen. Like, I'm not surprised at this point. In this room, maybe? Where is it not? Just in case, Eric, keep an eye on the other scientist that's unconscious by stun stick. Yeah, there's someone in there, I'm pretty sure. Was in there. Could have been the scientist I shot at, actually. Yeah, well, that checks out. There we go. We caught 2, which is good enough for me. And a box. The cap scientist will keep the box for ourselves. Step 2 at above, being the Syndicate Cerberus, Suppressor at above, and Mastery the Tasha's Gun myself. Ancient Heckler Kosh G36. The Heckler Kosh G36 is the main battle rifle of the Boost Wall since 1997. Weapon fire standard 556 NATO ammunition. It's lighter than a regular NATO rifle and has advanced sights for precision fire. The ammunition ignores more armor than most rifles. It's another variation of the 556 of a rifle that fires 556. Don't really have much else to say other than it's another type of gun. Oh, yeah, scientists. Working on that, put those in the Technomad. Actually, no, I'll put those on. Put one more on the canister gun. As for this person, forget what symbol I use for 60%, if I have one. Oh, it was a 50 steps. Oh no, yep. Lab in 10 days. As Syndicate scientists told us about the Chupacabra. This creature is an extremely fast and dangerous predator. Its intelligence is limited, but it's very well adapted to hunting and hiding on Earth. Its only flaw is that it cannot successfully reproduce, but it may be that there is some sort of queen version of the Chupacabra species which breeds these hunters. It's recommended to engage these creatures at long range if at all possible. It goes fast, it kills you if you don't kill it at long range in time. And as we learned in the past, you can juice light captives into Zebra Serum, which is pretty good. We got a bunch of military computers, so future funds on this way eventually. Chem pistol. This weapon shoots a chance to pressurize highly active chemicals. It's accidentally dead to living targets and unprotected machinery. The chemical mixture can be produced from common ingredients, but it's highly unusual and likely made with extraterrestrial guidance. It's like the chemo gun, except it's in pistol form. And it does chemical damage. This will also melt armor, but yeah, 35 chemical damage is gonna hurt. We cannot research extinguisher tanks, which I want desperately. Technomad told us about Peter Wisniewski, a researcher of unknown affiliation. Worked for an unidentified secret agency from 1967 to 1984. after which he left to work on his own projects. Peter's a brilliant scientist who often disagrees with his colleagues and on numerous occasions try to shift the direction of projects. It's unknown what he has been working on since his departure, but he's a suspect in the death of some alien artifacts, which he may be examining by himself. Status fugitive. Yeah, put more people on the canister gun. Plastic suits are finally done. Any more claims? No, we're caught up a claim finally. Also, while I'm thinking about it, oh, the crossbow actually counts as underwater. I know the global does, but did I realize the heavy crossbow counts? Melee worse because of course it does. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that build works, but heavy crossbow I'm surprised works. Strange life form. Right. I sort it by... I'm observed sometimes. I sort it by size, but I forgot to unsort it. And then the AIs. Some work's gonna need to initiate, but in due time. Right, before that happened, I was going to put Bulb off that for a second. And get Bald in. Has Bob even got some Cavalier medals? Cavalier 4? Yeah, Cavalier 4. Oh no, we're trying to get Bald strike strength. Sort by bravery, because people I know qualify for stuff, but lacking the bravery points, the physics. Servers is there. These guys go up top. It's almost organized. Right, let's go take care of this real quick. People went missing. As for visitors, they can keep that glove on them. Just use them on the job training, if anything. Yeah, let's go. Macro SMG, I guess. I know they were using a smart gun, but we can use that for now. Beetles. Oh, you definitely try physics. And I don't see it because terrain's a fun feature. And so everybody's casually kills in the off screen. I'll gladly take it. Kill a civilian, that's a axe. Or fisticuff the civilian. I mean, this. Words. Or how does civilian fisticuff a beetle? In our blast patch, I just don't see it. But I'd be surprised if there's just if they're in a corner and they're just proceeding to just yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. Yeah, person is actually out of range. No, I could say as well, but I definitely tried. 23 to throw. Can I throw from here? From downtown with a save. Cool. How many do I need to... Oh, that's exactly enough. Cool. Let's go kill the Berserker as well as Gunner. Cavaliers, everyone involved. 6 is another threshold? Yeah. So, Doran got some bravery points. Yeah, people are on their way to your next threshold. Cool. That person's been claimed. Yeah, those cannons are the next project. Especially if we have underwater missions eventually gonna start showing up. We're calling this gun acquisition. This heavy weapon is designed to pierce vehicle armor. Its design is both outdated and ingenious, granting extreme firepower without relying on energy weapons. This thing does hit like a truck. The Catch-21 is, it's sort of like the mortar situation. There's only one round in the chamber. But it definitely does pack a punch. It definitely does pack a punch in its relatively short explosive range. And it comes in trip form as well, which I definitely want. Actually, we'll buy a couple, and I may make some ammunition for it. But the regular rounds for it, well, regular shells. Yeah, 125 kinetic damage. It definitely does drop a number of things. The only catch-all situation is you have to actually hit the mark with it. And even if you aim down even if you aim down the sights with it, it's still going to take most of your T's to fire. Definitely will field test it though. I would imagine it probably would drop a Minotaur. Or pretty much anything, honestly, if it doesn't miss. Alright, it is also getting close to time, so I'll let one more day cycle through, or if a mission spawns out, I'll deal with it accordingly, but probably next session I actually will take the time to get rid of these Red Dawn matters. That person's arrived. And they have the gifts. Well, they have a good brain. They have the gift, but they're not as size strong as other people. Okay, for any Rangers have Whirlwind and Aquanaut and Smucker. They have potential. Also, Ledge actually does qualify for flight school training, so I need to... put them in a regular vest. You know what, go have a look with their vest. Have fun. and the other person can get bio enhanced. Yeah, I started to make tech implants too. That's what I need to not stack on. Guess what I'm thinking about. I don't think anyone really has a gift. Well, okay, a couple people have the gifts. Granted, most of these people are base defense personnel, but they don't have the bravery training to become pilots, which is ironically what I want. Actually, aren't you a pilot? You could become a pilot, I think. Got the Sandy. You don't have the reactions, but I think you qualify for attack implant, probably. No, you actually on the job training, and I'm definitely not in the mood to micromanage 2 bases right now. In due time, but not right now. Hey, Glacier. Yeah, they're pretty much red shirts. There's red shirts, and there's only 2 people that actually qualify to fly a train, and to fly a plane, and one of them is rolled pretty low on the side strength. So yeah, they're pretty much just base defense personnel, realistically, and some emotional support couples that can actually do some work. Sorcerer of Dagon. Gave us a Dozier and a Tom and Shud, a researcher of unknown affiliation. Responsible for tracking signals related to the Deep Ones in the Pacific Ocean during World War II. Found dead in Australia in 1948, all of his research papers were mysteriously missing. Now he's allegedly walking Earth again, in perfect health, although he seems extremely hard to find. Status: fugitive. The Syndicate scientists told us about the Osmodian Cobra. This very aggressive snake has surely been tampered with. Like normal spitting cobras, it can shoot its venom at considerable distances, but this one's especially deadly and even corrosive. The snake bite is extremely dangerous and painful, but not venomous. Osmodian cobras are very strong for their size and can easily take down much larger prey, often without even using their venom. Unlike normal snakes, they often hunt even when not hungry. A trait which is detrimental to their survival, but also extremely problematic for the local humans and wildlife. More often than not, it spits chemical goo at you, and it hurts. It tends to melt you in the early game, but we're a little bit past that point. As for who's gonna replace them, I would probably say Tally. Actually, more surprised we haven't unlocked the HQ yet, but that is in the works. That meant to go in. Oh, I can go like next on the list, I guess. Also good to know it's a 100-day project, but that's next on my list after. Probably after the Lotus HQ, because I'm expecting injured app. I'm expecting people to be injured. Right, am I caught up on stuff to chop up? Other than the stuff I just got recently. Can't make another carapace plate. I can make 2 more aquaplastic suits. Wait, how about Syndicate box? And what's those cans are done? So there's a lot of stuff I just need to make that will get made in due time. Anyway, it's a bit of a shorter session, but I will call it here for today. When we come back next time, in the next files, I deal with the 2 cold matters that have been here for a little bit too long. And we'll see what else October has in store of us, where we have plenty of time and we more or less have the 4 coats more or less taken care of. Dealt with Red Dullness month in the previous month. November we'll deal with the Lotus, and we'll have, I guess, some downtime before the alien will start to actually arrive, so